Hi everyone, welcome back to Austin Underground. My name is Kaitlyn Wilkes. We are at South by Southwest today here with Finn Mathews. How are you doing today, Finn?
What's up? I'm doing well.
All right, so I noticed on your Spotify that you were mentored by Elijah Blake, who has worked with artists like Rihanna and Usher. What was that experience like for you?
Well, I still live with him. We make music all the time, so it's a work in progress mentorship. But I met him when I was like 9 years old, and he was like one of the first artists or the first people in general just to believe in me. And he sent me all this music that like changed my whole outlook on music and life. And like it was just like, he's my brother at the end of the day, and it's like we couldn't be closer by blood. So yeah,
that's really nice. It must be nice to have that like mentor brother person that you can go to.
Yeah, and when I moved to LA, it was also like it was good to have someone to show me the ropes, you know.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, you did move to LA. You're originally from New Jersey. What was that transition West Coast to East Coast like for you?
Man, it was crazy. It was like total culture shock. But honestly, I feel like I resonated with a lot of the stuff I was seeing in LA more than Jersey. And no disrespect to Jersey or anything, but like I really felt at home, and I really felt like I found my stride.
Yeah.
Like the way that I talk changed, like the way that I walk changed, like my music changed. So it's like awesome.
Yeah, you became a native of LA.
Yeah.
All right, so through the internet, I found that Finn Mathews is actually a stage name.
Oh, yeah.
What made you decide to go with a stage name instead of like your actual name?
Well, so it's a stage name, but it's based off of my real name.
Okay.
So my real name is Matthew Finn McCabe. Finn is my middle name. And I've gone by Finn my whole life. Everyone just always called me that. So I don't feel like as connected to the name Matthew. It says it on my ID, but that's about it. So I just made that my last name.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so Finn Mathews.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty simple fix there.
Yeah, just a little swap-a-rooney.
Yeah.
You know?
How has being a producer as well like kind of influenced the way that you write music?
Well, production was the first thing that I really tackled musically. Like I sang for a while, but as far as becoming an artist, getting into the production and like figuring out my sound, that was all based off of production. And like the way I write my music now is I make beats, and I'll make a beat or make a loop or a drum loop, and that's where the vocal inspiration will come from, not the other way around.
Oh, nice.
So sometimes it makes my songs a little hard to sing live because it's like not getting written from that perspective.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just like become part of my sound. So yeah.
All right. So you put out an album this year. Before you had just had out singles and stuff like that. How does it feel to have your first full project out into the world for everyone to listen to?
It feels crazy. And honestly, for me to listen to it all the way through, like obviously I'd done that prior to releasing it, as you would hope.
Yeah.
But going on Spotify and listening to it front to back gave me a new appreciation for the music. Because a lot of these songs, if I'm being honest, like I wrote them a year or two ago. And anyone that makes music would see that like when you write a music like that long ago, you can kind of lose connection to it, and you can lose your emotional tie. Like you don't feel the way you felt in that moment. So listening to them all in a row and listening to the story it tells is like mind blowing.
Yeah. So when you do listen to songs that you wrote like 2 years ago, do you make any changes to kind of update it to how you feel about the situation now, or is it just like this is how I felt at the time, so I'm gonna put it out like this?
I like your earring, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Just caught my attention. Are you talking about in terms of like production or like?
Yeah, like if you write a song and it has like a beat and you made it like 2 years ago, if you wanted to put it on the album now, like do you change it at all or?
I try not to change it too much because I think then it can lose the emotion that you had in the beginning. Even if it's not perfect, there's a lot of like beauty and feeling in the imperfections. So I try not to change it too much, but obviously there's some stuff that in the demo is like, oh, that's a deal breaker. I would never put that out. You know, certain vocal things. But for the most part, I try to keep the songs as close to the demos as possible, just because that's what's most authentic to me.
Yeah. So yesterday on your Instagram story, you posted POV, you are my poke bowl. What are some foods that you like to eat when you're not at home that you eat out on the road?
I kind of eat the same stuff. I'm going to eat some barbecue after this because
Yeah.
that's an Austin thing I heard.
Of course, you have to.
Never been in Austin before. So, yeah, I'm going to eat some barbecue, but poke is my favorite food. Almost cussed there. Poke is my favorite food. Avocados. What else? Chick-fil-A. Slaps.
Yeah, of course.
I kind of eat everything. I'm kind of like not picky at all. I eat basically whatever's in front of me, and I don't complain.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way. So,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, of course. Our last question for you, what's coming up next? Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me at Finn Mathews on all social media and on any streaming platform. And what's coming next for me this year is just music on music on music. So I did drop an album, but I'm thinking within the next month or two, continue dropping more singles. And eventually, because I have basically another album done, low key.
Nice.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, I'm just going to keep releasing singles, and I'm going to kind of take like the Russ approach where you just spam the internet with music until someone listens to it.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
All
I'm just trying
right.
to create as much content as I can.
Yeah, sounds good. Make sure to check him out on his socials. Make sure to check him out on our socials and on our website, austinunderground.org. Until then, bye guys.